Welcome to another episode of Discover St. Cloud, Florida. I'm Krista McCary, and I'm here with your host,
Janine Corcoran, broker for Corcoran Connect, a real estate company.
And today we have a business spotlight. You went down to downtown St. Cloud.
I love doing the business spotlights. I was able to visit D&K Renewals, and it's Darnell, and it was a great interview. I love that. Love that store. It reminds me of a store growing up.
Yeah. And when you walked into it, because I know Rachel came to video with you, when you walked into the store, did you immediately think of anybody in our family?
Well, the funny thing is I did think of Lauren, right?
Yeah.
But then Rachel told me that she had just been there the day before, because I walked in, I was like, oh, my daughter Lauren would love this. And then apparently she was just there.
She was just there. She was like, yeah, I really want these butterfly clips. And I was like, Rachel, you should find them and buy them. But apparently by the time she sent that text, you guys were already on your way back. I was like, wow, that could have been an easy bridal gift, but.
And Darnell reminds me of Lauren too, because she has the real ringlet curly hair and different color, but similar.
Right. It's similar.
Similar style.
Yeah. And she has such a cute aesthetic in that store. It's perfect. I think doesn't Stephanie Milfeld, she shops there a lot too.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Because I've seen posts on Facebook where she's decorating her house and she's like, D&K Renewal. I'm like, that's really cute. Lauren would love that. So that's awesome.
Listen, I'm just going back in time here. I was that hippie back in the 70s.
Right.
I know I don't seem like I was, but I was. So, I had a favorite shop that was very similar to her store way back when.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. So it kind of brought you back in time. It's funny, it's funny you say that because 90s fashion is also coming back. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I look at my kids and I'm like, I had that outfit. I had those shoes. I should have just saved them for you.
I know.
They would have been real authentic. But anyway, so that's really cool. It's a really cute store.
Yeah. And you got to love her. She has a real love for textiles. So, and that's what she loves about people coming into the store and just being able to touch things. And it's just, she has a little bit of everything. And I just loved, anyhow, she has 3 children. She said she's been married 15 years and she opened the store almost a year ago in September. So this September, we're coming into it, is a year for her.
Yep.
The second location.
That's awesome. All right. Well, so without further ado, here is the interview with D&K Renewals.
Thanks, Darnell, for taking the time to allow me to go ahead and interview you. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. I'm excited.
I love the store.
Thank you.
So tell me, how long have you owned the business?
So I've actually been in business. D&K Renewals been around about 6 years, actually.
Oh, wow.
I started online before we moved here with my cousin, which is the K. So Darnell is D, K is my cousin Kirsten. I started online about 6 years ago selling just textiles, pillows, and Cantha quilts. And then we moved here, and it was all in my house, which was not working. I had a 2,000 square foot garage in Washington, where we moved from, that housed everything. And so when we moved here, everything was in the house and it just wasn't working. It needed to be out. And so I told my husband, I was like, look, St. Cloud is super fun. I love this downtown area.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be paying rent somewhere and I'm going to have the overhead of that, why not make it a retail store? I've always
wanted that.
Yes, because the interaction between a person online and a person in person is so different.
Right.
It's so different. It's real when you get to see people face to face and you get to see their expressions and how they react to your things versus online where you just pack in a box and you ship it.
Yeah.
And so anyway.
Do you do live videos and things like that?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Live sales and then do a lot on social media. But I opened the store in St. Cloud last September. So long story short, I've had the retail storefront since September. Wow. So almost a year.
This is your second location. I like this location.
I do too. The windows. The windows are what get me.
Yeah, bigger store.
Especially with the plants. They're just so much happier in here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So,
so how did you get started in this business and why did you choose it?
Oh, gosh. I have a background in interior design. I have a bachelor's degree in interior design. And then when I was 18, I actually went to Ghana for 2 months and spent time teaching there and learning about the people and just spent time with the people and fell in love with their textiles. And then I went on to get an interior design degree, and I actually wanted a master's in textile design. And so I've always had a love for, I remember a time where we were driving across the country with my family, and I was a kid. My mom stopped at a roadside stand to buy serape blankets. I think we're in New Mexico. And so I've always loved textiles. I touch everything. I've had customers come in here and they're wearing something. I'm like, can can I touch that? You know, just because I want to know what it feels like.
Sure,
you know,
sure.
I like the way things feel, and so.
So now I understand why you like people coming into the store versus online.
Because I get to yes, I get to see them, and I get to anyway. It's just a more personal experience. But so I've always loved textiles, and I like the idea of giving people an opportunity to see and learn about some of these textiles that they might have seen but not really understood what they are. And a lot of times you see them in big places, big names for a lot more money. You know, and I like that I get to work directly with, like, my Kantha quilts come from a woman in India who is working with other women who are making them and sourcing them and finding the vintage pieces and giving them new life, you know. And so because I'm working directly from her, she's getting the most she can for them. And then I'm then able to educate someone where they're coming from, why they are the price that they are. And so a lot of my products have stories like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's fun.
So for people who don't know you, who is Dornell?
Oh, I mean, facts wise, I am a mother. I have 3 children. I am been married for about 15 years. I'm the oldest of 7 kids.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I have a lot of brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews. But I just like to make people smile. I like to be surrounded by happy, good vibes. I don't know. That's a really hard question to say. Like,
Yeah,
who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm like, I thought.
Now you're gonna have some kind of crisis
I know,
after this.
No, like it's like something that I want to think. You know, I'm often identified like, oh, she's the girl with the curly hair. Oh, she's the hippie. Like, oh, she's the one with all the brothers and sisters. You know, those are the things that I've been identified with.
Like people labeled you with those names.
Yes, for so long. You know, people remember me because of my hair. It's curly. But.
I love it though, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. I do too, actually. I have had people ask, they're like,
Well, can
so
we
do you
talk
love
about
it or hate
the
it?
products? Maybe what's your best? Do you have one best-selling product or one category of products that people like most? Or
In-store plants. I love that I get to sell plants now. That was a really hard thing to do online. And so to me, having a living thing in your house is just so much fun. And so the idea of helping people start to bring those into their home is very exciting for me. So
that's awesome.
And I really love educating people on the textiles, like why they're cool, where they come from.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was so much history behind the product.
Yeah, being able to give people the opportunity
That's
to
awesome.
learn like what they are and why they're cool. Anyway.
So this might be a tough question, but I want to focus on St. Cloud for a minute, and maybe you can talk about how uniquely you serve St. Cloud and the people in the town. I mean, you kind of covered it anyway. 'Cause
Yeah.
you like having people come in.
I do. I like talking to people. I bring a different vibe to St. Cloud than I think you can find elsewhere in the town, which I really, really like. I like to see the reaction of people as they come in the store, because I feel it. You know, I come in and immediately I'm like, okay. Like I immediately can feel that it's peaceful. You can relax. You can take your time. It's freeing, like for your mind, and just sit and take it all in. You know, it's an experience. You come in here and you feel like you're having an experience. Like there's so many things to look at and see and do in here. And so I like being able to provide that for people. I like to see the looks on their faces and the reactions as they first come through the door. And I see like them just like breathe.
Ah, that's nice.
And so I like that.
We had a store growing up, and I'm from New Jersey, so we had a store growing up called Pickwick Village.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And it was this.
Yeah.
And it was like my favorite store. It was like something new back in the 70s, you know, and you walk through and it had the plants and it had all the little different things that back then you didn't have online. So, you know, you could only get what you get. But that's what it reminds me of. It was like my happy store.
Yes. Well, you're able to go in there and just look.
Yes.
Just look. And you know, every time you come in, you're going to find a little something new, even if it was there last time, because there's so many things to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
so
it.
much color and texture. I love it.
So, how long have you lived then in St. Cloud? And which state did you move from?
We moved from Washington State, so right outside Seattle. We were there for almost 10 years. My family's originally from the East Coast, so I still have family that lives in New Jersey and Virginia. But St. Cloud, because my in-laws are here. And COVID made us recognize we want to be closer to family. We want the support, and those relationships are really important to us. And so we chose to move here to be closer to my in-laws and my husband's grandparents. My grandmother lives about an hour south of here.
Oh, that's not bad. No.
Yeah. And then I got a sister in Virginia. My dad's actually here visiting right now. He comes often because it's, Philly down to Orlando is super easy.
Yeah.
And so it just put us back on the East Coast.
Which is nice. Which is nice. What would you say to someone who's moving to St. Cloud?
I actually really love it. I like it because it's central. You can access Orlando really easy. So if you want the city, the food, the shopping, the parks, you can get to Orlando really easily. But you can also get to the coast really easily, which I love. The beach is like, that is my place. Yep. If I could go every day, I would. Yes, absolutely. It's a grounding place for me. So I really, really love the beach. But I also like St. Cloud because you have all of that close, but it also still feels
small town.
Yes. Yeah. It feels small. It feels small town. You walk into the grocery store and I see people I know. I'm at school pickup and I see people know I'm here and I'll have people come in. Like, I love the small town feel of it. The small town southern feel that you get. It's different.
I never thought about that.
It does. Yeah. A lot of Florida, you get that tropical as you move further south. It doesn't feel as southern. But in St. Cloud, you still feel... I've lived in Louisiana.
Okay.
I've lived in Texas. And so you still get that. Everybody says hi. You walk down the sidewalk, everybody waves. Like, you get that small town southern feel, but also super close vicinity to bigger things.
Yeah, bigger things. Like you said, the beach.
Like the beach. Like places people...
Airport's not far.
Yes, places people, save for years to be able to see and do. And so it's cool. I love actually the area.
So aside from your business, recommending your business, what's the one place you could recommend? It could be a restaurant, it could be another store. What would you say? If you're coming to St. Cloud, please don't miss this.
Not my store in particular, but the downtown area. Can I say that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the downtown area. I spend the majority of my time down here. It's the first place I think of when I need to go get a birthday present. Not even just my own store, but there are so many little cute shops that are popping up, places that have been here for years that, people are still don't even know about. And there's restaurants that are popping up. It's a fun place to walk, park.
Yes.
And then, park and walk, and then you can eat, you can shop, you can do everything, but it also still feels super small town. Like, you're going to go in, you're going to have a conversation with people as you're shopping. It's very personable.
And I'm sure the monthly market helps.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, I love the markets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hot now in the summer, but.
Yeah. But moving into the fall, I'm really excited to see what they bring and just the new holiday season and the new space. It'll be fun.
So tell everyone tell them what your Instagram handle is, Facebook, how we can find
me. All right. So we work a lot on social media. So Instagram is @ShopDKRenewal. And then on Facebook, it's the same, the Shop by DK Renewal. But we're on 11th Street in downtown St. Cloud, right off New York.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
All right.
This was fun.
That was a great interview. I loved seeing the store, loved hearing from Donnell.
Yeah. I love the fact that she loves to make people smile and she loves the plants.
Yeah. And it's funny, like you mentioned before, was the whole textiles thing. Like, it's so hard to buy that kind of stuff online because you can't see it and touch it and feel it and the quality, and you think you're getting something great and you end up getting like see-through fabrics. So that's really cool that you can, that we have a store like that in downtown St. Cloud right here.
Yeah, and the fact that the one thing she recommended for people moving to St. Cloud, it wasn't a particular store, but rather visit downtown St. Cloud, which I thought was kind of neat.
Right.
So where can you find D&K Renewals?
They are at 1310 11th Street in St. Cloud, Florida, right downtown. You could also find them online at dkrenewal.com.
And they're all on Insta and everything. I mean, they're all over the place. So she's great to follow.
Shop DK Renewal on those platforms. So definitely go give her a like, a follow, check it out next time you're in downtown St. Cloud. That's it. So thanks so much for joining us. You can listen, find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on YouTube.
And you can also call us at 1-844-St. Cloud.
Yep. And send us an email at discoverstcloud@gmail.com. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.